So let's do it. All right. So hard matchup. And this one's going to be mid-plat, so a little bit of smurfing here. This is just a fiesta. I kill myself because for some reason I forgot we were level 1ing and I didn't flash away. Yeah. Here's what I actually wanted to start with though. Let's talk about laning, because in this lane what you have to do is you either have to freeze it or you have to figure out a way to play aggressive with him, because Fizz has pretty good trades in general and you have to either be able to match his trading pattern or you just have to negate out of the trades all in general. In higher elo, of course, you could be able to just freeze a wave and you'll be fine because your jungler knows what you need to do. But down here, what I figured I need to do is shove it out and get some pressure for my Jarvan, because Jarvan's probably going to want to be looking for this crab. And like, this is kind of expected because, I mean, look how far up I am. So don't blow anything, we're fine. And then I say, hey, let's go in, get some jungle control, start counter jungling, like help out your jungler. This is like the whole point of TF, is like help out the team. You don't really solo carry shit. Like, you just, TF enables his team to do good. So bot lane trades, it's whatever. Here I just kind of troll a lot, which is fine. I mean, the wave's shoving into me, so I grief. And it's fine because we get it. The reason I'm going at 2x is because a lot of this doesn't need to be broken down to incredible levels. So now the wave, after the kill, I shove it out and reset. Okay, awesome. I go back mid. I'm 5, almost 6. And by almost, I mean not even remotely close. Okay, perfect. Right here I should have froze, but I didn't because same thing. I'm going to hit 6 in a sec, so I'm going to shove these out really hard. I miscalculate actually, and thought I would get 6 off double wave, but I don't. So now I troll and take a bad trade. And the reason this is like a bad trade is because there was no reason for me to be taking it, right? I mean, now when I port in, I'm going to be that much lower, and because I'm susceptible to a jungle gank now. All because I took that trade. If I don't take that trade, here's what I do. Because I'm an idiot, and I took it anyway. I should have froze, like I said, until I'm 6. Theoretically, if I hit 6 off this, I immediately, where can I go? Nowhere, because I'm an idiot. So even if, like, shoving made no sense right here, and my jungler's already bot lane, so it's not like he's going to be able to help me out. Like, this is all in all very bad. This is autopiloting 101. See, I even get question mark pinged by their team. So I die because I'm an idiot. So far, both of my deaths have been trolling. First one I didn't flash. This one, I was greedy. Realm mid, port in. And I want to talk about this port a little bit. I actually want to take this backwards. Okay, watch when I port. Haven't clicked it, clicked it immediately. Right when I saw him dash in, I said, we got this. The reason I stunned the Nautilus and not the Lucian has no dash left. So it's like, okay, like he's going to die anyway. I know Morgana's close. If he goes on to Jinx, Morgana will get him because he has no dash. If he goes on to me, Jarvan's here. And I really wanted both of these. Maybe greedy, maybe whatever. But I have bone plating, so it's whatever. I end up blowing both flashes because of this, because of what that is obnoxious. Because of when I go in and because of the targeting that I choose. Because if I just go on to Lucian, maybe he dies. If I go on to the Nautilus, he, like, if I didn't go on to Nautilus, he would just walked out. So really good play on all of us. Good on Jinx for trying to be juicy down there. And then despite pings, they int because that's solo queue. So I shove out and I think I get a plate here. Yep. Get a plate. And then I think I shove this next one, which is fine because I know Fizz is on his rotation up. Nice. Okay. Again, I have tempo. Like this is how you have to play solo queue, sadly. Like it's all about getting tempo, all about getting pressure so that you can help out your jungler. Like I haven't even been looking at this lane half the time. Okay, good. Shove out again. Rotate with Jarvan. Clear vision so that we can rotate. Come back mid. Same thing. I should have froze right here, but I didn't. The reason I say I should have froze here is because if this wave comes in here, bounces here, stagnates here, I'm going to shove out. Like, that's the goal, is shove. So the speed at which I shove out these next two waves is going to be identical no matter what. And the reason is because I have to wait for the wave to get there. So it's out of my control when I shove out the next wave. So by letting this freeze here outside of my turret and soft locking, the next wave that comes in is going to crash and arrive, and I can clear that one and the first wave, both in 100% safety. Because now what is happening is if Fizz had actually halted that back and like faked it and Rengar was down here, what happens is now I'm overextending to clear a wave that I would have gotten back here in the safety anyway. And if you look at the state of the map, top is shoved in, so I can't port there. Bot is shoved in, or actually bot is neutral. So like I could take something there, but it would be risky because it would be forcing. And I'm low mana. So all I wanted to do was just shove out. And since I'm low mana, there's no reason for me to overextend like this. The reason I go for this one is because I was 100 gold off Roa. So I mean, I greed here, take a risky back, get off. Wow, wait. Oh, there he is. I BM'd in the chat off that. Right there, the reason I didn't cancel my back is just because I figured, like, I'm dead anyway. Like, worst comes to worst, I flash, or I flash right here. Like, the distance of 200 units isn't going to keep me alive. Or make much of a difference. So there, I ended up wasting my port because I was trying to help out Jarvan because for some reason Rengar lived way longer than anticipated, if you watch this. Yeah, he just got plus like 430. So really big, so I poured in, waste my ult, it's fine. Pretty sure if that card had hit, that would have been way better. I don't dodge that ult because I'm shit. So I have to blow my flash anyway. Then we step up to clear. We knew this was going to be happening. Like, very, very obvious. So the reason I stepped up is because, one, I know their jungler's not here. Two, I know I can trade 1-for-1 with Fizz because I have the turret right here, and if he wants to actually kill me, he's going to have to overextend for it. If he had played this better, I'm sure he could have pulled it off. I would have just gone for a small trade if I were Fizz. Small trade, I'm forced to back, he gets this, he gets a plate. Instead, he greeds because solo queue, greeds, kills himself and me, and now the wave is slow pushing into me. So in all, like, I'll take it 100% of the time. Look at that juicy wave. 1, 2, 3. So I missed 4 minions, but I got 5 minions XP. So we're up 25 CS. This was tragic because my team's doing dragon. I clear mid. Not only do I clear mid safely. They clear dragon safely. All I see is Nautilus, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we can collapse. Immediately get 1, 2, 3 ults on top of me. So like that's just unlucky. My team plays this out. Jinx flashes over, gets the kill. Jinx somehow also like Morgana flash was actually hella clean. Whatever, we get the last kill, cool. I run bot. Now the reason I'm going bot and not mid, because Teemo's mid, he's already shoving out. Teemo, if I like showed up, he's gonna shove out this next wave anyway, inevitably. And then I show up bot. I back up because I see Nautilus rotating down. Top's getting pressure off of my rotation. And the reason I rotate mid is because I think Teemo's about to get dove because they're clearing out my vision right here. So I walk in, get vision back. I clear this. Fizz is gonna be like right here. Oh, Fizz went top. Weird. Okay, Fizz is trolling. I have 2 bot. Now Fizz is top lane with Gnar. So now, since they're both up there, Now I can just shove out, right? I have Lucian. They have no AD carry there. So now, since it looks like we're collapsing, I'm going to start to rotate up since I have port. So I'm looking for it, and I don't really find anything. So I just complete my walk, whatever, free kill, cool. And then, hey, a team fight. I don't love where this goes, but, I mean, I'll take it. I just bought that stopwatch, and Lucian was gonna like nuke me because I knew his dash was coming back up, so I stopwatched there. Because otherwise it would have been, he finished a culling, auto passive, E, auto passive, auto, and I would have been very, very low. So instead I just negated the entirety of it so I could continue to fight because I knew we had the tempo on the turret. Jarvan goes for the Rift Herald, that's cool, it's fine by me. I go card to push him off at the wave. We step up, cool. Both of these guys can probably finish us off, so we ended up backing. I just take these because bot wave's shoving, top lane's getting taken. Probably should have backed in hindsight. I didn't think they were just going to run it down like this, but they do. I'm healthy enough I can try and clear from distance, but it's unfortunate because, I mean, I guess I saved the turret, so it's whatever. Teemo gets aggressive, so I step up to back him up, but not enough that he thinks I'm actually going to back him up. Take it back. I need to go bot. Surprised Gnar didn't stay and take this turret. It's probably typing right there. I don't know what I was saying. Okay. We see 4 on the map. The only person that can answer me is Rengar. Which is all that really needs to answer me, considering that he can one-shot me. Even though he's 3 and 5, like, assassins are just strong. And I mean, I have bone plating and Zanya, so I know he couldn't actually kill me. But in an extended fight, I'm gonna lose. Just like the raw output of damage between the two of us, I'm not far enough ahead and he's not far enough behind that, like, it would really be huge. So I'm just gonna play the map, play the macro. I take this ward. They want me going up. I say, okay, no thanks, because I figured Rengar was going to be around here somewhere because we saw 2 up top, 2 here, and no one was bot lane. So, I mean, I would have had to overextend anyway. So I clear out the next wave. Mid is backing, so I have to back now or do something with my time since I cannot shove this because it's way too risky. And he tries to do the same thing again, which is fine by me because I saw mid back, so I'm not going to shove anyway. I hit a comment, so I knew somebody was in there. I didn't want to repeat myself from earlier before. Important to remember that everybody makes mistakes, like when I walked in blind. But if you repeat the mistake, that's when you're bad. So if you can refrain from making the same mistakes over and over and over, which I do all the time, keep in mind, you can hopefully improve. Because right there, I probably would have died again. But instead, I remembered what had happened and I learned from it. So they're fighting mid, which is fine. The reason I don't port is because I had a wave under turret and this wave. So I'm shoving out. I figure we have no jinx, so there's 0 reason for me to port in. It's not like I'm going to be a lot of damage, so I just shove. My team says, hey, let's fight anyway. And I say, okay, cool. I'm just going to shove. Now, this is what I do. This is what I think of while I'm shoving. Who can respond to me? How fast can I kill the turret? And how many waves will it need to kill the turret? So in my head, as fast as possible, which almost all of those are instant. You count how many people are on the map, so there's 5 on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See Fizz recalling, Rengar's dead. Then we think, how fast can I kill the turret? Pretty slow, whatever, but I can kill it in this wave, so I stay because I won't have to wait for the next wave, and I don't need to shove the next wave because I got the objective. So that means Fizz is back. Doesn't really mean much since it's going to match Rengar's respawn, and I can just walk out anyway. So I get the turret for free, even though we trade a 3 for 1, and now we can shove. The reason I rotate mid is because there's nowhere else for me to go, and I still want to be getting gold and income. So I head bot, and this is how you draw pressure. Remember that I've been in the side lane the whole time, and the reason I've been in this lane rather than top, partly is because Jinx has been going top, which is the correct move anyway. But the other part is Teemo doesn't have TP. I have teleport in Destiny, that is. So if I have teleport-esque, I can stay in the side lane because that means I can out-rotate the other team. Now, I know Fizz is going to try to all-in me right here, which is fine by me. Like, I have Zhonya's and bone plating up. So, like, it's whatever. And Baron is up. We have 3 people hovering it. So I know if I can get either Fizz to kill me, otherwise, like, I think they win the 4v4, like, 100%. So Fizz goes for it. Zhonya's the fish. Nautilus shows up, which I wasn't expecting, but I'm fine with. Juke the hook. Now I have no idea what the hell is happening. That was my bad. I'm trolling. Pop the ult to see where they're going and if they're going to come back onto me. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 people here. The only person near Baron is their top laner. So having 4 people, I'm way too nervous to actually stay because they could brute force it. Plus, this gives me the early rotation if I need it. My team doesn't need it, so I just pour it out and recall. Now, keep in mind, I am only 3-4-6, so like my scoreline doesn't look good. But remember what we've done so far. We blew both bot lane flashes and a heal. We've created pressure so we're not losing on the side lane and we're not going like... Because if I had ported in, I guarantee we die. So 4 of us die. Otherwise, we bait in the Jarvan to also die. I'll get clean aced. Well, not clean because Rengar died. Get aced. They get Baron pressure. They can do a ton with it. Instead, I go here. Rengar has to answer me, so their jungler's not on the map, really, for the Baron. And Fizz comes all the way over here, too. So I draw 2, and I neutralize it because I get this turret, and we're getting advantages on opposite parts of the map. Like, you don't play the game correctly if you're not playing the map. And that's how TF works. Like, the best macro player wins with Twisted Fate. Like, TF versus TF, like, he doesn't have mechanics. Like, oh, cool, you can instant gold card. Like, 60% of that's luck, because it's just a gander at what card you're going to get, plus, like, the time is really, really short. So the reason Fizz threw that fish is because of my pathing, and, sorry, I had to stretch. It's because of my pathing, and I baited I was going in there, because I want them to think that I'm rotating to my team. It's very obvious that someone was going to be in there. I thought it was Rengar, but whatever. Because look at us. We're like split up here. So my team wants to group, which I don't love because I'm playing Twisted Fate. So I just 4-1 it. Just stay close enough to get the Baron minions. I hold that card. Nice cancels twice. My team says, no, let's group. And so we group, which is fine. We bring in the next wave. We can force it in. Jinx is very aggressive. I hit Fizz. This is important to know. If you're going to gold card Fizz when he has E on cooldown, you have to gold card him during his Q, because he silences the rest of himself. So I Q him, or I gold card him. He's forced to stay out of the fight. We get a free kill here, which is 2 free kills. And then I think we just end up ending the game. Yeah. So we just end up ending the game. And like my scoreline again doesn't look great. I didn't have the most damage. I didn't have the most CS, but we did create the most pressure, and that's mostly what's important. Like if I were to tell myself what do I need to improve on, it's playing safer in lane phase because I kept overextending for CS and I was punished for it multiple times. Secondly, I need to work on holding my gold card for Fizz, but that's very specific, so I don't really want to work on that right now. I mean, that's something that should come naturally, kind of like when I was down here doing the wild cards to see if someone was in there. That's something that should just come naturally. So 1, play safer lane phase. I should be working on instead of shoving each wave individually, I should hold, shove, hold, shove, hold, shove based on my side laners positionings so that I can, like if this wave is pushing into us, let's say it's back in lane phase. Let's say this lane is pushing into us, right? That means I know I probably have 30 to 45 seconds to rotate and it'll be in a good spot. So if I hold this wave, shove that wave, and the next wave that comes in, that means I'm going to be in a good spot to port in. I should just be holding this pretty much more often instead of trying to play aggressive like this and getting punished for it for no reason, because I'm not getting any extra gains by playing this aggressively. So 1, play more play safer lane phase with wild cards and everything like that. Secondly, one big thing that I want to start doing is split push more. Aside from this one, I didn't really have that much presence aside from drawing pressure, which is fine. But I want to go to a side lane and stay in a side lane as long as possible, and that's a really big thing. And then 3 is I really want to work with Jarvan to take their jungler out of the game better. My vision this game was pretty bad. I didn't really ever get any deep wards. I didn't really get any wards like deeper here. I kept using them for my own personal safety, which is something I should be able to be good enough at knowing where they're positioned to calm down. Because, I mean, we knew Rengar was going to come at us. We knew he was going to come at us a second time, both of those times jumping out of that bush. And we knew someone was going to be in this side of the jungle waiting for us earlier when Fizz threw that fish. We didn't know who it was, but we knew someone was going to be there. So what I need to do is help out my team a little bit more in that sense. Get better vision for their sake and my sake rather than just solely for me. So 1, better safety in waves. 2 was something. And 3, I should have written these down. And I'll think about them after the video, but right now I'm just trying to sum it. And 3 was just better vision in general. And yeah, that's just kind of a quick VOD review. A lot of the explaining would be gone if I was trying to actually VOD review for myself, because I'm just trying to explain my thought process right now, which is a little bit difficult. If you did like the video, though, let me know in the comments. You don't have to like or subscribe or anything like that, but I am starting to do this more often, and I'm going to be doing it for a few champions, but mainly I just want to do it for TF because of the macro-based goodness that he brings to the game. So yeah, let me know what you think, if I talked too fast, if it was too slow, if it wasn't fast enough. Literally everything. If you didn't really get anything out of it at all in general, if you think I'm a shit player, whatever it is, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of the day and climb with TF.